break me. God, in the midst of confusion, I need you. I need you to make your ways and your word feasible, more believable to me. It's so easy to get stuck in my flesh and worldly way of thinking. Worry becomes much more than a word and it overtakes my whole being. Much more than a state of mind, but a verb and a way of life. Until I realize I cannot make it on my own. I cannot make it on my own strength, my own ability or knowledge. Can't make it on my ambitious personality or the status of my pockets. And even after all these things belong to you. Trying to take control just leaves me looking like a fool, but it's so easy to do. Why is it so hard to relinquish a control that I never had in my hand? It's like a child who's afraid of drowning and panics in the sea, not realizing that the water isn't that deep and that they can actually stand up. I was never even drowning in the first place. But at the sight of the first wave, God, I am guilty of sometimes losing my first love, my first faith. And so here I am again, God, thirsty for your grace. Lord, I'll seek your face because I cannot do this alone. I'm so messed up and full of holes, so many questions and not enough knowns. My shoulders are not broad enough to carry such a large load. But the cross is. I cannot save myself from my weaknesses, but you did. Regardless of the fact that I am so inadequate. And yet you pursue me as if I am worth it. Who else would die for a sinner but you literally went through hell for me, and with your blood I was purchased. So on that note, I gotta let the world talk. Lord, help us not to follow after everyone who walks away. Lord, help me to stay by your side, because I know it takes no convincing or bribe for you to choose to stay by mine. So again, God, no matter what happens, I'll write another line and another just to praise you, resting in the fact that these worldly problems, they do not faze you, and I could never blame you for anything that is ever less than good. And even if I never said another word, looking up, I see your face, I feel your grace, and I know that my heart song is understood.